Okay, so starting out with mean, we have number 24. We're given the numbers -10, -8, and 3, and we want to find the mean of them. Okay, or find the average. So we're going to add the numbers together, okay, obviously paying attention to signs, and then we're going to divide by however many numbers that there are. So, -10 minus 8 is what?
2. -2.
They're both negative, so what do we have to do to the numbers?
Oh, add them.
Add them, so we have, what is that?
18.
Yeah, -18 plus 3 is?
-21.
They're opposite signs, so what do we have to do? So I have -18 plus 3. What is that? They have opposite signs, what do we do?
Subtract.
So what does that give us then?
15.
And it'll be negative because 18 is the bigger one. So -15, and then we had 1, 2, 3 numbers, so we're going to do -15 divided by 3. Or, whoa, what just happened? -15 over 3, which would be what?
-5.
Yep. So the mean of those numbers is -5. (26). We have the numbers 18, -9, 0, and -5. So what is 18 minus 9? Or plus -9?
9.
9 plus 0
9.
minus 5.
4.
Yep. So we have 4. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers. So we divide it by 4. And that's equal to what?
1.
1. What in the world? There we go. All right, let's see. 28, -1, -4, -5, and 10. So what is -1 minus 4?
5.
Negative or positive?
Negative.
So -5 minus 5.
-10.
-10 plus 10.
0.
0. So we have 0. What is going on? 0. There were 4 numbers divided by 4. So it's just going to be 0. Once you get the 0, you don't really need to do that last step of dividing by 4. I'm just doing it to keep the habit. All right, let's do 30. -5.3, -2, and 1.3. So what would -5.3 minus 2 be?
-7.3.
Yep, so we have -7.3, and then plus 1.3. What would that be?
6.
Yep.
0.
Yeah, and it'll be a negative. So we can do just as a, so 7.3 minus 1.3, so that's 0, and that's 6. And we don't have to write the 0.0 at the end. I mean, if you write it, there's nothing wrong with that. And then it's negative because 7.3 is the bigger number. And we had 1, 2, 3 numbers, so -6 divided by 3 is
2.
positive or negative?
Negative.
Yep. All right, any questions about finding the mean? kind of just a combination of pretty much everything we've been doing. All right, the next one, say to simplify the expression. So 34, 12y minus 8 over negative 4. So when we have something that has like the two numbers on the top and then just the one on the bottom, we can actually split it and write it as two separate like fractions. So we can split this into 12y over negative 4, and then we can say plus or minus whatever, negative 8 over negative 4. So we can split it into two separate things as long as there's only that one thing on the bottom. So since it's just negative 4 on the bottom, we can write both pieces over that. So then we can reduce this down. So 12 and 4 can cancel to what?
Negative 3.
Yep.
Y.
Negative 3y. And then negative 8 and negative 4 cancel to what?
2.
Yep.
Negative 2.
Yep, and that's all we have to do for those ones. So some of them may not fully cancel out like that. They may just reduce to give you a smaller fraction. Just more of a FYI. Let's see, 36. Negative 6p plus 15 over 6. So I can rewrite this as two separate things. So I'll have negative 6p over 6 plus 15 over 6. So what does this first piece become?
Just P.
Yep, and the negative sign. So negative p plus, what is 15 over 6 reduced to? And if 6 doesn't just go into 15, what can I take out to make it smaller? What, like,
So it would be like 2 over 3 over 6, like 2. That's like mixed number.
Well, yeah, you could write it that way, but so what numbers can you multiply to get 6? Like what two numbers multiply together to get 6?
3 and 2.
3 and 2, and then can either of those numbers go into 15?
3 can.
Okay, so how many times does 3 go into 15?
5.
So we'll have 5 over, if we take the 3 out of this, what are we left with?
2.
2. And you can just leave it that way. If you want to rewrite it as a mixed number, you can do 2 and 1/2 would be how you can rewrite it as a mixed number. So either one of these would, what's happening? Come on. Either one of these would be fine. So you can either leave it like this or you can rewrite it as a mixed number. All right, one more of these. 38. Negative 18 minus 21r over negative 12. So I get negative 18 over negative 12 plus negative 21r over negative 12. So what would this one reduce down to? What number can go into both of those numbers?
2.
Okay, is there anything bigger that can go into them? If not, we can do
6.
Yep, okay. So 18 divided by 6 is
3.
3, and 12 divided by 6 is
2.
If you had started with 2, you would have just seen that you needed to reduce again after, so that would have been okay also. And negative and negative, so that's going to become positive and plus. What number can go into both 21 and 12?
3,
Yep. So how many times does 3 go into 21?
7,
And we keep the R. And then how many times does 3 go into 12?
4,
4. And the negatives cancel to go away, so. Any questions about these? Feel okay about them?
yes.
Cool. Alright, so that's all for this section. So a few problems. Let's see. 25, 27, 29. 33, 35, 37, and 41.